Welcome to a journey where design meets ecology, where a Japanese garden with wildlife becomes more than a retreat. It transforms into a living sanctuary. Imagine stepping into a space where every stone, every plant, and every ripple of water encourages life to flourish. Birds sing from pine branches, bees hum through blossoms, and butterflies drift across the air like floating petals. This is not only a garden, but a bridge between human calm and nature's rhythm. Together we will explore how to shape a serene ecology that welcomes creatures, great and small, into our peaceful landscapes. In a natural garden habitat, pathways guide you not just through stone and moss, but into harmony with the winged companions around you. Picture soft gravel trails bordered by azaleas and irises, their colors inviting pollinators in every season. Stepping stones placed with gentle asymmetry encourage a slower pace, allowing you to notice the dragonflies resting by the pond. Here, design is never rigid, it bends toward nature's will. The essence of a Japanese garden with wildlife lies in creating an atmosphere where your movements align with the secret lives that flutter and thrive beside you. A serene ecology begins with water. In Japanese gardens, a still pond or trickling stream draws animals like a magnet. Imagine the reflection of clouds mirrored on calm water, disturbed only by the soft landing of a heron. Bees sip from shallow edges while butterflies circle in lazy spirals above water lilies. Stones placed as stepping bridges do more than charm the eye. They provide perches for sparrows. A Japanese garden with wildlife always honors water's role as both beauty and lifeblood. Through water, sound, and reflection, the garden transforms into a sanctuary of balance and motion. Planting for life means thinking beyond human beauty. In a natural garden habitat, each shrub, tree, and flower becomes part of a greater design. Cherry blossoms offer nectar for early bees, while autumn maples shelter migrating birds. Bamboo thickets rustle with the hidden movements of small creatures. By choosing native species alongside Japanese classics like camellias or irises, the garden expands its reach into a thriving ecology. Here, a serene ecology does not happen by accident. It is curated with intention. In every leaf and branch, the gardener becomes a caretaker for both tradition and living wildlife. Stone lanterns and wooden fences are not just decoration. In a Japanese garden with wildlife, they serve as quiet partners in design. A weathered lantern offers shade for moss, while its crevices shelter tiny insects. Bamboo fences filter the wind, creating calm places where butterflies can land. Even stepping stones collect shallow rain, forming miniature pools for thirsty sparrows. Each element, when placed thoughtfully, supports the natural garden habitat. By blending beauty with function, these timeless features demonstrate how human craftsmanship can live in harmony with a serene ecology, never overpowering, always nurturing. The soundscape of a natural garden habitat is as vital as its visuals. Imagine the gentle gurgle of a bamboo waterspout mingling with the chorus of songbirds. The rhythmic splash attracts butterflies and bees seeking moisture, while frogs hide beneath stones, adding their voices at dusk. A Japanese garden with wildlife is not silent. It resonates with layers of natural music. In these spaces, serenity emerges not from absence but from presence, the hum of life, the whispers of leaves, the soft calls of winged visitors. Sound becomes the invisible architecture of a serene ecology. Seasonality is the soul of a Japanese garden with wildlife. In spring, blossoms invite bees. In summer, dragonflies skim across ponds. In autumn, golden leaves cradle migrating butterflies. And in winter, birds find shelter among evergreens. A natural garden habitat thrives because it offers resources all year long. Moss-covered stones stay moist through the heat, while bamboo groves provide warmth through frost. By designing for the cycle of seasons, the gardener ensures that serene ecology does not pause. It flows, constantly shifting, welcoming creatures in every stage of their journey through the turning year. Creating a Japanese garden with wildlife is not about ownership, but about sharing. The gardener steps aside to let life move in, building pathways that lead not just for humans, but for birds, bees, and butterflies. A brush pile tucked discreetly in the corner becomes a haven for insects, while hollow bamboo stems host solitary bees. The natural garden habitat is patient. It allows decay, it honors fallen leaves, and it welcomes growth in unexpected places. In this serene ecology, imperfection is beauty, and every small gesture nurtures a world that is alive beyond measure. At the heart of a Japanese garden with wildlife is mindfulness. Every stone placed, every tree pruned, is done with respect for the living guests who will arrive. To sit on a bench beneath a maple tree is to share its shade with robins and butterflies alike. The natural garden habitat reminds us that serenity comes not from control, but from connection. In honoring birdsong, in watching bees weave through blossoms, we become part of the serene ecology. The garden teaches us to be humble guests in a larger story written by nature itself. Thank you for joining this journey through the art of creating a Japanese garden with wildlife, where design is not separate from nature, but deeply entwined with it. In every pond, in every flowering tree, and in every stone lantern, we find both beauty and a thriving natural garden habitat. By inviting birds, bees, and butterflies into our space, we cultivate a serene ecology that is both tranquil and alive. If you found inspiration here, please subscribe for more explorations of gardens that heal, soothe, and connect us back to the living world.